Alright, so I just dropped off the car and we're going to go for a little skate at Camberwell Skatepark because it's right next to it, and then we'll go for a little bit of a ride around the suburbs here, and yeah, should be pretty cool. Alright, here we are. We just dropped off the car at Subaru, and yeah, I thought I might do a bike check just because people asked for it last time, or one person asked for it, but do a bit of a check-in. So I got the two boards here today, got the cruiser because I want to skate the ball with that, and then got just a normal skate deck. And these are KT bars from Crumbworks. Also, someone asked me about the little sticker. This is a heat treated sticker, making it stronger and lighter. And I got some Merit grips on here, Shed at Merit, Shed at 15 distribution. Got the Avid brake levers. Got this Bigfoot stem, block stem. It had a little Bigfoot character on there on the front, but I taped it off. I don't know if you can see the tape, but yeah, I'm pretty hyped on that stem. You can't, I think I got it from overseas. I was just hyped on it, and yeah, you don't really see it at all. So people always ask me what that is. I got about 1,000 spaces on here just to prop it up. Got the skateboard in between the basket and the rack, which is super handy because you can access the stuff in the basket, and yeah, it makes it easier than having to unstrap your skateboard every time. Got this little BMX wheel, front BMX wheel. I ground down the axle just like a tiny bit for it to fit, and running I think it's just like a BMX tire as well, like a fit BMX tire, 2.4, but yeah, it's really good. Rolls really well. Got some XT brake levers on here. I put in new pads, and if you run soft pads, you can see my rims are still black, which is pretty cool. Getting some wear, but they remain black for a while now. It's probably been about at least 6 months, I think. Got the Cane Creek 40 headset, comes with the fork, shout out Crust, and heaps good garage. Pretty sweet that you don't have to think about it. This is the 1-inch version. Back intense. Got the bottle from Crumbworks, shout out Crumbworks. This cage is the old style cage with the little plastic. I really like that. You can slide this up and down, so you can adjust for different bikes. One thing that I don't like is this seat post, but it's 25.8. You can see I wrote it on there with marker, but then it just like faded. But it's really hard to get a 25.8 seat post without gutted seats, but I flipped it upside down so you can't see it. Turbo saddle, probably need a new one soon. It's getting pretty hard up, not gonna lie. XT on the back again, and then this is just a mismatch of parts. You can see like yeah, all the cogs and spaces are just anything goes. This rear wheel is a Mavic super strong, goes pretty hard. I think the cassette is just a Formula, that rear hub's just a Formula rear hub, so just like a no name brand kind of thing, just like standard, but I might replace it in the future. Got the Bontrager XR Team Issue. These are pretty fast, pretty grippy, I guess. Not super grippy, but it's all I need. I usually ride this on the road, not too much gravel in this one, hence the slick on the front. And then down here we got Altus A10, cheap, really cheap, low end crankset, but it works really well. 110 BCD, can fit your rings. I got my rings on the inside. Some nice clearance there. Teeth are going pretty good too, holding up strong. Got these Theory pedals, shout out Theory Bikes, 15 distribution. These pedals go pretty hard. I like them, super solid, nice flat, and the pins are pretty grippy. And then yeah, this is just high 10, mixed of chromo and high 10, and designed in the USA. But yeah, that's basically it. That's the bike. We're gonna have a skate now, get some clips, so yeah, you guys can suffer through me watching me skate. But yeah, this is it, and then we'll go for a ride after. Alright, this Camberwell skatepark. Got some big ramps on this side. This is kind of like an old school park, so everything's a bit bigger. Got a little slappy curb down the bottom. Got a fun box here, or ledge spot. Got a little pyramid, I guess. And here you got a little down ramp with an entry spot. Another big ass bank. Another ramp. Another flat bank with the ledge on the side. If you're feeling gnarly, you can skate this. I definitely won't skate it. Here on the center, you got a big fun box with a quarter and a flat bank on the other side, down up ledge, bank to ledge, flat rail, little square rail, and then a little ledge. So yeah, let's check out the bowl section. Alright, here's the bowl section. I'd say it's pretty big. Like, this is probably 6 foot, and then this would probably be 5 foot or 4 foot. Got a little bank and extension up here at the top. Got a spine over here, a little growth roll through. And yeah, that's basically it of the park. Pretty sweet. I used to skate here a bit during COVID or whatever, and then yeah, that's it. See how it's been painted throughout the park. Also, there's a toilet there, and then the little front office. Usually there's people running it, and they run skate school or whatever, but no one here today. Here's the bike rack, and yeah, here's the little store office thing. You can pump up your bike tires. I might actually do that. And I think this has got all the tools as well. And then they got a little skateboard tool fixer upper thing, which is pretty cool. You can put your skateboard here, do some work on it. Yeah, it ended up being pretty fun on the cruiser board. Just needed a little bit of getting used to, just to find the lines and stuff, but yeah, once you get going, it wasn't too bad. I also really like the OJ wheels on this rough concrete, made it super smooth. And then here I decided to try a trick that I could land about 4 or 5 years ago. It was the last time I did it, and I thought it'd be fun to see if I can do it again. Alright, did it. It's freaking hot. Yeah, it ended up being way hotter than I thought, and I kind of was running like a long sleeve, but I kind of want to keep it on so I didn't get sunburn. It's real easy to kind of get sunburn in Australia. But yeah, it probably took way more effort than I thought it would have. But yeah, sometimes that's skating. Pretty stoked that I could get it still, but yeah, probably not as clean as I would like, but yeah, I'll claim it for today. Here I'm just packing the bike up before I go for a ride. You can see the little one kind of fits on the inside the basket, and the big one goes between the basket and the fork. You can also put your trucks on the edge of the basket if anyone's ever done that before, if you have a wide enough basket, you can do that, and that kind of works as well. But yeah, this is basically my setup. And then yeah, basically just picking up the camera and putting the GoPro on. This is also right next to the skate park. It's where you can return your cans. It's kind of like a self-automated machine where you put the can in and they can give you money, which is pretty cool. They started doing this in Victoria recently, kind of like a buyback scheme kind of. And yeah, if you got a few cans around, or if you want to do it, if you drink a lot of beers, then it's a good thing for you. So yeah, we just headed to Camberwell, kind of like the main strip of Camberwell. Camberwell is probably around 20 minutes out from the city, but yeah, it has its own little area and has like a big kind of shopping centre with like a Kmart and all that kind of stuff, supermarkets. And it's known for the Sunday market, where they open up a car park and there's a lot of kind of like DIY stores, like thrift stores and clothing stores, jewellery, second-hand goods, all that kind of stuff. And that's quite cool to see. I won't be able to show you today because it's not Sunday, but yeah, maybe I'll swing through there one day. But yeah, Camberwell is probably a little bit more kind of relaxed, and you can probably see just the demographic here is probably a little bit older, I guess, and just people who just kind of lived around here a bit more. But yeah, this is basically the main strip. Basically, it just keeps going up for a little bit more before the shop ends. But yeah, we're going to head to kind of Hawthorn now, and Hawthorn's the next suburb over towards the city, and they have a nice little kind of area as well, so we're going to check that out. But yeah, basically just dropped off the car this morning. We knew it needed some work because it has like a knocking sound when you turn, so that was kind of expected from the last service. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the damage is today. It's always one of those things when you take a car into a mechanic, even though if it's a yearly service, you always there's things that always pop up. But yeah, we'll pick up the car later today, and then yeah, we can see what it is.
The only thing is, like, I actually...
This is right near Auburn station, where you can see the tracks above. But yeah, this area is pretty cool. I've never actually checked this area out, but they have some nice little stores here and there on the left and on the right as well. I'm basically going to just ride up here and then ride back down, so I don't have to go on the busy road. But you can see, yeah, the old architecture and the murals and stuff, all kind of super cool. Looks like they got some construction going on here as well. They're always trying to fix the roads up, which is nice. This is one of the busier roads, I guess, because it goes directly south, so it brings a lot of people north and south. But yeah, overall, not too bad. It was funny when I pulled down this street because I recognized it straight away from something that I picked up on Marketplace. I picked up a Thompson setback post on this street. But yeah, it's funny when you get a lot of stuff at Marketplace, you kind of recognize the streets a bit better, which is kind of cool. What we're going to do is basically ride through a park and then go through Swinburne University. It's quite cool, so you don't have to take the main road, you can kind of cut straight through. I think Swinburne University is one of the more well-known universities in Melbourne. I think they're known for the engineering and technology kind of innovation, stuff like that. And then I think they're also pretty high ranked, but yeah, it's pretty good, pretty close to the city, and I think the facilities are pretty good there as well from what I've known. But yeah, you'll see it when we ride through. Yeah, this is the other main strip of Hawthorn, so you can see it's quite busy, a lot of younger people and a lot more shops and stuff going on. I think it's because it's near the university, kind of helps sustain some of the business. And I guess there's a lot of residential as well on both sides of the street. But yeah, they have some nice restaurants on here, and yeah, a lot of cool little shops and stuff. More local kind of stuff, I think, the smaller shops. But yeah, take a look around if you get the chance. It's a nice little visit. I feel like streets like this and the one in Camberwell, probably just slightly on a bigger scale, but most of the Australian streets or main cities kind of look like this. And yeah, they kind of have a main strip with just the stores on a single level or ground level. They don't really have double level stores in the smaller towns. It just basically looks like this. I think probably, obviously because Melbourne's a bigger city, the strips go for a bit longer, but yeah, it's kind of like gives you a feeling of the kind of quintessential Melbourne or Australian type of shops, I think. So yeah, just basically riding to a little lookout spot now. I guess it's just kind of a park, not too much of a lookout. So yeah, it really got me thinking today, since I was dropping off the car and I have to, obviously see what's up with it and pay for the yearly service. And I know there's a running cost of having a car. But yeah, it got me thinking about the cost to efficiency or to productivity ratio. So how much you're spending, is it equal to how much you're getting out of it, especially compared to a bike, since I ride a bike all the time. And if you add up the things like, okay, you got rego, you got to pay petrol every time you go out, you got to do insurance, you got to do a yearly service, you got parking, all those kind of fees. I feel like it really does add up, and I feel like the only thing that you're getting out of it is mainly one is like the long distance. You can travel a really far distance with kind of minimal effort. It can be fast, it's way faster. You can carry passengers, you can carry things. There's no doubt about that. There's things a car can do that a bike can't. But yeah, it just got me thinking about the cost to productivity ratio, if it's equal, because I feel like a bike is just it's way cheaper, it's way easier to maintain. Well, especially for me. I guess it's not for everyone, but for me it is. And running costs are low and maintenance costs are low. And we're really just talking about the costs as in money. If you think about the environmental costs, like your footprint for driving a car and the damage you're causing on the roads, all that kind of stuff, or pollution, and also being it's not sitting in the car is not really beneficial to your health as well. So there's those costs as well. It's really, it kind of really made me think, like, is it really on the same ratio as a bike, or is it a different mode of transport? Like, I'm not against cars by any means, because there's a time and a place for them, but I think just the amount you spend for what you get out of it is probably not that equal to something like a bike, where it's a little bit more efficient. Obviously, I'm super biased because I like bikes, but yeah, I'd be interested to hear, like, if other people feel the same, or if you ever thought about just the difference between the two. I think just from having a design background and just thinking about it, in terms of trying to think about it rationally, about, you know, what it does and what you get out of it, and then the cost that's associated with it. Yeah, it just seems like on a different level compared to a bike. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Hope you like the video. It's a little bit different this time, but yeah, always trying to switch things up. Let me know what you think. Hope you liked it. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.